Tommy Tuberville thinks that World War II was fought against socialism. No, he's got it exactly backwards. Oh, the brilliant people that come to the United States Senate out of the Republican Party. Here's a history lesson for him. Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel today.
Hey, Tom, there's this call from some of your hosts for the Democrats to come out and say we won the election fair and square and to stop, just staying silent. I emailed Chuck Schumer. He lives in New York. I live in Houston. I wanted to reach out to some Democratic leaders to, get them to that rally cry to, stand up for it. And
well, Schumer has said that. It's the Republicans who are refusing to acknowledge it, Dave.
Yeah. Well, I know, but the Democrats, they were saying, the Democrats, one of your hosts was saying they're staying silent. They're not saying anything. Maybe that was, 2 days ago.
That's not been, I can't speak for any of the other hosts here on SiriusXM, but that has not been what I've been hearing. What I've been hearing is a lot of yelling and screaming and, hey, you guys, and what's wrong with you idiots? And, I mean, they're not using quite that language, but I certainly would. The Democrats are speaking out. The problem is that, we still have this if it bleeds, it leads media mentality. As long as Donald Trump's circus is more entertaining than Chuck Schumer reading a script in a boring monotone on the floor of the Senate, that, the TV cameras are always going to go to Donald Trump. And he knows that. I mean, he spent, 8-10 years with NBC with a coach teaching him how to do reality television. He really knows how to do it, and he does a very good job of it. It's insane what he does, but he's very good at being a TV star. It's basically he's been training his whole life for it. So, I think it's the problem is our media is not letting that message through. It's just like, people call up when I've got Ro Khanna or Pramila Jayapal or Mark Pocan on, the three primary leaders of the Progressive Caucus. And they'll say, well, why aren't you guys holding press conferences and talking about your progressive agenda? And they're like, we hold a press conference every damn week. Where, one of us is speaking out almost every day. It just doesn't get covered because they're not pulling out a blowtorch and setting their hair on fire. So this is a real problem that we have with our media, Dave. But they are speaking out. The problem is these Republicans. I mean, Ron Johnson, the stupidest man in the United States Senate, was asked by a reporter yesterday, are you going to congratulate Biden? And he said, no. And the reporter said, why? And he said, what's there to congratulate him for? I mean, honest to God, Ron Johnson is not just the stupidest man in the United States Senate, although Tommy Tuberville is close behind. The guy who was just elected, who beat Doug Jones down in Alabama, tweeted yesterday that his father fought in World War II to defeat socialism. And I'm like, whoa, we fought in World War II to defeat fascism, right-wing government, not left-wing government. In fact, our ally was the USSR. Our ally was Medicare for all England. It's like, oh, my God, these Republicans, they don't even go to high school, or at least they didn't pay attention. Probably most of them are rich like Donald Trump and paid somebody else to take their damn tests.